Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the advanced character of our world around us, and today we'll try to answer the question that appears quite often, and this is the issue that comes back recurrently. The question goes as follows: should any other country have access to nuclear weapons besides the countries that already have it? And among the new candidates for having nuclear weapons, we of course have immortal candidates, everlasting, like Iran, like North Korea, and so on. But I would also try to consider in these considerations the other countries that are more acceptable by international opinions. So, should we have more geopolitical players having access to nuclear weapons? In my opinion, if more countries, including the ones some people don't like, have access to nuclear weapons, our geopolitical safety on a global scale will not change much. Why? Because the history of last 80 years, almost, since August 1945, proved us that nuclear weapons are used to really threaten the others and discourage them from taking any actions. Practically no one used it since August 1945. And that is why, if these countries, additional countries, have access to nuclear weapons, not much would change in terms of our global safety as humanity. But the problem is, and that is why stronger geopolitical players do not want others to have access to nuclear weapons, for them, on their geopolitical game platform, situation would change, because if more countries have access to these weapons of mass destruction, as they are called in the popular media very often, if one has more players having access to such weapons, then geopolitical arrangement needs to change, and these countries would have more to say. That is why there is such resistance from many countries that already have nuclear weapons against the new ones who would like to have it as well. This is the main reason why there is such a reluctance to proliferate, spread nuclear weapons more than it's really spread at the moment. And there is no other reason for that, because, as I told you, this is a weapon of mass destruction, so no one wants to use it if the situation is really not extraordinary. And such extraordinary situations are not happening so often, and it's really extreme. So, as I said, last 80 years prove us that nuclear weapons are mainly used to intimidate the opponent or discourage the opponent from doing something, but no one really use it in military purposes since August 1945, which is true, and I don't think it will be used in upcoming decades. I don't think. This is what I can say as of now. So proliferation of nuclear weapons wouldn't, and distribution among other countries, new ones that are not having it now, wouldn't change our wouldn't change our safety, global safety much, but geopolitical game would change, because new players who have more to say would arise. And now the strongest countries do not want to allow for that, because no one likes changes. All the best, have a nice day, bye.